All right, last question of this episode. This is from Zach. First off, we get a
Oh,
name.
fucking
Second off, it's a fella.
heck. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I can't believe that guy wrote in. Hey, Zach.
No.
Zach says, feels weird to be writing in, but my friends are all dopes who act like relationships are stupid and aren't really emotionally intelligent. So hopefully you guys can help. By the way, that's like 90% of men.
Yeah, yeah. And us included.
I think that's
so.
Yeah, but I do think that's why our show is so popular because we are like mildly emotionally intelligent. So like,
Yes.
it's like, you know. So he says, I'm 24. Oh, you're a child.
You're a baby.
Of course your dude friends aren't emotionally intelligent. Like,
Yeah. They're
anyway.
They're barely adults. They're fucking.
Yeah.
So still calling for their mom to help wipe their ass. Like, come on, dude.
He says, I'm 24, been dating this amazing girl for 6 months or so. And the other day we were looking through pictures on my phone and some photos of my ex that I honestly forgot were on there popped up. I hadn't been with my ex in 2 years, so they're legit old ass photos that I thought I'd deleted. My girlfriend's absolutely livid, and now she thinks I'm still stuck on my ex, which I'm absolutely not. How do I prove to her that I'm telling the truth? I don't want to lose this relationship. Liam, how does he save this shit?
You can't. You're fucked, bro. You should have gone through your phone well before that. Or you don't flip through pictures with your current girlfriend. You're just separate accounts. At this point, change your name, new social security number, flee the country. There's no coming back from this. There's nothing you can do to
Mind
regain
control.
her trust. Yeah, maybe mind wipe, that like the
Hypnosis.
Men in Black, the neuralizer.
Oh, yeah.
that just-
Uh-huh.
that's
Yep.
I mean, at this point, I don't know, man. I think deleting the pictures would probably be step one. And then, I don't know if it's like you have to ride this out type thing, but just continue to show her that you are just committed to her, that you don't have any feelings for your ex, but don't do it in a way that like you're trying to compensate for the mistake.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that can make it worse where you're just trying so hard to be like, I bought you flowers. See, I couldn't still be stuck on my ex if I bought you flowers. Like that makes this shit worse. Don't fucking do that. Like we're talking about earlier, I had a girlfriend that cheated on me, and like we were in this weird stasis of like broken up and not broken up and like still kind of together but not,
Because she wouldn't get the fuck out.
yeah, she wouldn't get out, and it was really fucking annoying. But all of our friends were telling me like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I'm trying to be the good guy here. She was like finishing college. I was trying to be nice. I was stupid. But she would do certain things to be like, see, I'm not such a bad person. And I'm like, the fact that you have to say that shows you still are. Like you're just you're overcompensating. You're doing things not because you know it's the right thing to do. You're doing it because you want some sort of like reward or to feel validated. So I would say just keep it easy, man. Like delete the pictures, continue to do everything that you were doing prior to her finding those pictures on your phone. And if ultimately it's kind of up to her, man. Like if she doesn't want to get over it, that sucks, but it's her right to not get over it. And you could try to find new ways to help rebuild that trust, but really it just takes time. Like that's the biggest thing. It's going to take time, the effort on your part. It's going to have to be genuine effort. It can't just be like we were saying, it can't just be shit because you think that's going to win her over. And then, if she keeps bringing it up, be patient. Don't get mad. Like, why are you bringing that shit up again? Like that just makes you seem guilty. So be patient.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I know that was a mistake on my part. I've deleted those pictures and I've had no contact with my ex because my focus is completely on you and our relationship. And just keep trying to find ways to move forward. Don't sit on the past. That would be my main advice. My second advice is to go through her phone and find a picture of her ex and then be equally as pissed at her. Maybe you can like screen grab one from her ex's Instagram and put it in her photos so she doesn't even know it's there, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
That's
And then
toxic
you're
as
off the
fuck. I
hook.
love it.
Yeah, dude, it's great. I mean, nobody can out toxic the Toxic Avenger. I don't know what to tell you. But I don't know, man. Like, how would you handle it?
Yeah, a couple things. First off, I like the picture planting idea. I think that's really good. That's healthy as
It's so
fuck.
fucking evil.
Like, well, you've got fucking, oh, god damn it. What's his name? What's Brittany's ex's stupid name?
Sandin.
The stupid name. Sandin. Yeah.
Yes,
Well, I found
Sandin.
Sandin in your phone.
Fucking made up. That's a fake name. That's a made up name.
What just happened to me? There we go.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
focused.
yeah. Why is Sandin in your phone? What a dumb name. God.
No, he messaged her on Instagram. This is years ago, and his picture was just like the abs. You know what I mean? Where it's just. I wasn't even like mad or worried. I was just like, oh, he's that kind of douche. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't have to be worried, even though I was probably at my fattest at that point. So I was like, oh, I have the opposite of abs. So
Yeah.
I just
I have ab.
was not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a 2-liter bottle. Yeah.
All right. So that's not really a good idea, but it's funny. It's funny, and so you should
Funny
do it
idea.
just
funny
to end your relationship.
Or just like a lot of celebrities, like shirtless celebrities.
Yeah.
But not like the go-tos, not like your Ryan Goslings and Ryan Reynolds and stuff, but it should be like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Like
Jonah Hill.
Just very random. What is this? This is what you're into?
Yeah. Make it. Yeah. So I guess the honest advice I would say is one of the biggest things that has been helpful for me, as annoying as it is, being in this dating environment, is recognizing that most people in general are shit, but also, especially men are absolute garbage, just complete trash, just. And the things that they're doing out there, that they're doing to women, are just heinous. And the dating experience for women is awful. So, like, the guys out here, and I think that you are a woman. No, you're a dude. Never mind.
It's Zach. This is our good buddy
this is
Zach.
Sorry.
Good old
Yeah,
Zach.
Zach. Well, Zach, we didn't ask for pronouns. We got to start doing that, actually. That'll be really helpful.
Right, Zach and
but, like,
Zach.
Yeah, but like we have to remember that women are dealing with a lot of bullshit. Like for all the stuff that we dudes have to deal with on like dating apps and stuff, which is like the fact that dating apps are like 94% fellas. So like, you know, there's just not that many women on dating apps, so it's an absolute sausage fest. So us straight dudes, the competition is bananas. And so that's all fine. That's all well and good. But like the stuff that women have to deal with is just insane. And if you haven't, Zach, talk to a couple of your single women friends and ask them about their experiences in dating and on dating apps. It will provide you with so much knowledge about what not to do, and B, about why a lot of the things that happen when you're in a relationship. So she may have had a lot of experiences where these guys were like still talking to or hooking up with their exes. And so this could be a sore subject for her. She may have been cheated on, whatever, right? So I think that's the first thing, is like have some empathy and understand like, hey, you know, maybe you, since you're in your own head, you know, I'm not doing anything wrong. I didn't know these pictures were here. I wouldn't, you know, I wanted to delete them. I forgot, whatever. She doesn't know that. She's not in your head. And so her assumption is, you know, you are still interested in this ex. So that's the first thing. The second thing I would say is that I've been actually the guy who had pictures, not on my phone, but pictures of my ex on my computer. And it happened actually with Sarah, my ex, who I'm still best friends with and have kids with. While we were together, like she was using my computer for something. I let her use my computer, and she found pictures of my ex. and was like, what the fuck? Why do you still have these? And it was honestly one of those things that was like, they're buried in a folder on my computer that I didn't know was there. I probably had a billion pictures of my ex that I have deleted, 99% of, but there was like a folder that I didn't know was there. And they were just pictures, like it was, like pictures of her and I together or whatever. I don't even remember exactly what they were, but it wasn't like, they weren't nudes or anything. It was just literally pictures of us together. And it was one of those things that, like, for me, I was like, no, I genuinely didn't know they were there. And for her, she was like bothered by it. One, because, it's not pleasant at any age. And no matter how mature you are, it's not pleasant to see your partner with somebody else, like you don't want to see your partner kissing her ex. You don't want to see that. So it's not fun. So I think for you, I agree with all of Liam's advice, weirdly enough.
It's not good.
I know that's never a good thing. It is to, be patient. Just be like, I'm sorry. I deleted them. They're gone. I have no interest in her. And if she's like, yeah, well, I'm going to need some time, give her some fucking time. It's because that's all you can really do. All you can do now is demonstrate that you are not that person. Go through, delete them all. I don't think the thing of like, well, I'll show you every new picture I add, or like, I'll show you everybody I follow, or you can read all my messages. I don't think that shit solves any problems. I know a lot of people will do that as like a band-aid, but it's a band-aid on a bullet hole, and it doesn't fix the problem. You just need to rebuild the trust. And even though you did not do anything wrong, that doesn't mean you don't still have to rebuild the trust. So I would say work on rebuilding the trust. Have a lot of patience with her. Don't be like, again, like Liam said, if she brings it up, you're right. I'm sorry. I wish I remembered to delete that. I wish I knew those pictures were there so I could delete them. I'm really sorry. Humility. That's it. All about humility. Don't fucking, get defensive. At some point she has to move on. But here's the other thing I wanted to say. And this is the best advice I ever got from Liam. I swear to you, he has good advice sometimes. He just doesn't bring it to the show. You know?
Say that.
No, he's for sure said this on the show a million times. But at some point in your relationship, you have to decide to trust your partner. Eventually, you have to make that decision. And sometimes it will be misplaced trust. Unfortunately, that's how some relationships go. But if you go into every relationship refusing to trust somebody until they've demonstrated without a doubt that they can be trusted, which, by the way, is impossible for somebody to do, then, you're never going to have a healthy relationship. So I think for her, she will eventually have to choose to trust you and choose to say, okay, you have shown me time and again that you're trustworthy. You've done the right thing. You had one slip up. And it was, if you say that it was not like intentional, you didn't have those pictures intentionally, then I will choose to trust you. She will have to do that eventually. And I think at a certain point, not in fucking a week or something, but at a certain point in your relationship, if it still is a thing a year down the road or 2 years or 5 years down the road, and she's like, yeah, well, you kept pictures from your ex, at some point it becomes like, okay, now it's time for you to fucking get over it. Because that was something that happened years ago. And, you've seen all my pictures since. We've looked through my pictures since. I don't follow them, or like we don't talk, whatever. And she's got to get over it. But it does take time. So give her the time and then have her choose to trust you.
I saw this thing that it was like, you're not afraid of heights, you're afraid of the fall. And I think I think it's applicable in these types of situations where it's like she is upset about the pictures, but that's not the real problem. She's upset about her trust feeling betrayed, or maybe even feeling like, oh, he's not as devoted to me as I am to him because he has these pictures on my phone. So try to find what is the root of her concern. And I think you had said if she wants space, give her space. I think that's important. To respect their wishes, but I also think it's important to get to the root. Like, were you mad that the pictures were on my phone? Do you not believe that I didn't know they were on there? Has something like this happened before? And then ultimately, like, hey, is there something that I can do to help rebuild this trust? Because I think sometimes it's good to give people space when they ask for space, but I think sometimes in relationships, too much space builds a gap. And then it's that much harder to kind of bridge it. So I would say before they go into like if she does say, give me some space, just ask her, hey, is there something that I could do that could help rebuild that trust other than space? Like I can still give you the space, but is there something else that I could be doing to help kind of rebuild that? That would be my suggestion.
Yeah. And good luck to you both. I hope you're able to get through this, because it does suck, especially when it's a relationship that seems to be working out and something that is, actually like not a thing is what ends the relationship, because that can happen. And unfortunately, some people just can't move past it. And if she just can't move past it, the relationship won't work out. So hopefully it does. And, Zach, we want to hear from you. So if this advice helps, let us know in the comments on YouTube. That'd be dope.
And also use the face recognition on the phone to unlock her phone for when you go to put the planted pictures in there.
Good call. Yeah. Make sure you do that. And we really want to hear about the results of that experiment. Like, if you're ready to break up with her, do that and use it. I like this idea. We're giving the best advice. We're actually really good at this.
We're the best at our job.
Yep. We were going to do a thing where we were awkwardly looking at the camera and I went and then he said, and then I said, subscribe, but we can't do it because we're shitty at our jobs. So for that, you should go down and like and subscribe and comment, and I don't know, maybe we'll do it in a future one. I don't know.
We'll make sure that we understand you didn't like and subscribe this part of it, but everything that happened prior to. We got it. We understand.
We get it. We won't have to do this if you would all just like and subscribe. So now you're holding us hostage and making us do this.
This is a you problem. This isn't an us problem. This is you problem. Fix yourself, bro. It's a you problem.
Yeah.